Yeah, incredible, wasn't it? Britain's first Olympic golf champion since 1904. Of course, it hasn't been in the Olympics for a long time. But you look at the golfers that dropped out, the likes of Rory McIlroy, a lot of them citing the Zika virus, but many sort of claiming it wasn't up there in terms of golf accolades. Rose, 36-year-old, he went down with Stenson on 15 under par after 17 holes, but the Swede bogeyed the last, and there you go, Rose with a birdie putt to win by 2 shots. A 2013 US Open champion closed with a 4 under par 67 to win on 16 under. And Rose, I think, afterwards, with a clear message to the golfers that didn't come out to Rio, saying that, there we go, we showed them, and said it's the best thing he's ever won.
Yeah, I mean, all I can tell you is from my point of view, it's something I focused on, it's something that I've been hungry for, it's something that I wanted to peak for. It's been at the very forefront of my mind in the last sort of, last few months for sure, building in here. And I think absolutely, it's, I think golf, hopefully it was an exciting finish and people really can kind of get into it. And I believe it was a great showcase for the first time golf in the Olympics for 112 years.
So it feels better than any tournament he's ever won. And he talked about the atmosphere being a cross between golf and a carnival, which sounds terrific. Right, the velodrome. More medals for Team GB. How many is it for Jason Kenny now?
5, isn't it? Absolutely incredible. Jason Kenny, not far from where you're from. Victoria and Ramsbottom, the Bolton boys. Only 28 as well, Jason Kenny. But and he's got a chance to beat Sir Chris Hoy. When you look at where he stands at the moment, Kenny, of course, a champion at London 2012. But Sir Steve Redgrave, he's on as many as Sir Steve Redgrave and, of course, Sir Bradley Wiggins. You might know he's engaged to Laura Trott, became the first British woman to win 3 Olympic golds after helping the team win pursuit titles on Saturday. So only Sir Chris Hoy has more than Jason Kenny, who has the chance to beat him when he races in the Keirin tomorrow.
Brilliant. We're going to talk to Laura Trott's dad a little later because she's going for her 4th Olympic gold medal, competing in the first 3 events of the two-day slog known as the Omnium. So we'll talk to Adrian Trott a little later. Team GB definitely assured of another gold, although it hasn't actually been hung around Giles Scott's neck yet. Being described as the new Ben Ainslie, and if Ben Ainslie hadn't been competing all these years, Giles Scott would have probably already got a gold medal, actually, wouldn't he?
Yeah. To compare the two is probably a little bit harsh on Sir Ben Ainslie, who obviously has the knighthood and has 5 Olympic medals, 4 of them gold, but this one assured for Giles Scott, and he said he was in a really dark place because he wasn't selected for London 2012, but he's guaranteed that Olympic gold in the men's fin class, an opening unassailable lead there before Tuesday's medal race tomorrow. So that result will see Team GB dominate this event, really. They've won their 5th successive Olympic title in that event, and Scott himself has said he's just delighted really to be associated with the likes of Sir Ben Ainslie.
Right, that's Team GB then. What about the superstar in the Athletic Stadium last night, Usain Bolt, winning a record third 100 metres goal?
Yeah, if you were asleep for Andy Murray, you were definitely asleep for this one, weren't you? This was about, what, 2:25 in the morning, and Usain Bolt, as kind of many predicted, his parents even hold a press conference, didn't they, in the week building up to this race, and his mum said, he's told me he's ready, and he certainly was. Look at him coming out to a ridiculous ovation. I remember being with you, Victoria, at the Olympic Stadium in London to watch Bolt 4 years ago, and look at this. Usain Bolt in 9.81 seconds to replicate that success at Beijing and London 2012 against a lot of guys who've been banned for doping offences. Justin Gatlin, one of them, 0.08 seconds behind Usain Bolt, and he's on target to leave Rio with a 3rd successive Olympic treble. The treble they're calling it, having won the 100 metres, the 200 metres, the 4x100 relay titles back in 2008 and 2012.
After the semi-finals, I felt extremely good. As I said, I wanted to run faster, but just the turnaround time that he gave us, normally we get 2 hours and 20 minutes. We got like an hour and like 20 minutes. So as soon as we got around, we didn't get any time to rest, to put our foot up, get the lactic out. You know what I mean? We have to come right back out. This is why it's challenging, but this is what we train for.
The triple treble still on?
Yeah, definitely, without a doubt.
And back at home, you've got so much support. I know London means a lot to you, Britain means a lot to you. Have you got a message for your fans back there?
Thanks for the support. I told you guys I was going to do it, so stay tuned. 2 more to go.
2 more to go. You certainly wouldn't put it past him. And a few more chances of British golds today. As you said at the beginning, Victoria, 2nd GB in the medals table. USA a long way off, but Charlotte Desjardins going in the equestrian today. We've got Mark Cavendish in the Omnium and Kerry-Anne Payne in the open water swimming as well. We'll keep you right up to date.
Cheers, Will. Thanks for the moment. And after about 9:15, we will speak to one of Usain Bolt's cousins. He did that thing that he did in London where he takes control in the second half of the race and you're thinking, I don't think he's going to do it. And suddenly he's in control and the rest of the pack look like they're going backwards. Anyway, we'll also hear from friends and family of some of Team GB's medalists throughout the programme today. For the rest of the day's news, here's Rachel Schofield in the BBC Newsroom.